life. Life is as much as fair as it is unfair. But life tends to be more fair for those who dictate their own lives, who make an effort, a conscious decision that with whatever situation that they get in, they're going to do their best and put their best effort to make sure that they're in control more so of their life rather than not. I have found 10,000 ways to fail, but that does not mean I'm a failure. When bullshit comes your way, you just got to use that shit to fertilize the kind of life that you want to have. Many people talk about common sense, but many people don't have common sense. But common sense is nothing but genius in its working clothes. We live in a world where the hunters, the predators, and the warriors are the ones that tend to have better lives financially, because these are the kind of people who, if you will not give, they will take. And throughout the history of humanity, men that have taken from others, no matter how horrible the atrocities that they commit, no matter how horrible the actions that they indulge themselves in along the way to get from point A to point B to point C, no matter how bad any of those things are, they still end up getting the reward at the end of the day. You have to ask yourself, are you a taker, or are you somebody who just goes on in life and you allow life to dictate to you what it so chooses? See, in order to be a defiant one, like me, I'm a very defiant person. Naturally, that's my spirit. I'm defiant. In order to live a kind of life of defiance, it has its cons and it has its pros, of course. You have to understand that you have to be intelligent. You can't just say, fuck the world and be a dumbass. Okay? You won't get anywhere. Okay? You have to have some kind of intelligence to where you can say, fuck the world, I'm going to live shit on my terms. I'm going to do shit on my terms. And nobody, not even life itself, is going to tell me or make me do what I don't want to do. You know? You look at life, and you see so many beautiful things, and at the same time you see so many wicked things. But it's amazing because a lot of the wicked things end up having a long-lasting life, and everybody else suffers. It's like some people have lost everything: their house, their mind, their ability to have hope, and all they have left as they're starving is a blanket that covers them. And then here comes somebody that says, hey, you know, if you're late on another payment again, we'll even take your blanket. So some people, they have been fucked royally, and I mean fucked, and they're gone. And then there's other people who they've been fucked and are getting fucked, but tomorrow is going to be a new day for them, and that will be the last time they allow themselves to be fucked. And these are the kind of people that life favors. Life does not favor people who beg for crumbs. Life does not favor people who are accepting of crumbs. You got to want it, and you got to want it all. You don't want just the plate. You want the whole table that the plate is on. You don't even just want the whole table that the food and the plate is on. You want the whole goddamn kitchen. And you know what? Matter of fact, you want the whole goddamn house. You know what else? You want the whole goddamn land that the house is on. You know? That's what you want. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. You got to take what you want in this world, because ain't nobody going to give it to you. Many of our families don't even have the financial capabilities to give us what we want. So we got to take. The thing is, when you become a warrior, a predator, a hunter, you live by another set of rules. Okay? The hypocrites that imprison people and throw them in jail for doing the same shit they do on a bigger scale, they're just more successful at it than you, or I, or he, or she. But the same principle applies in life. Those who take, those who set themselves up to be the predator, the warrior, the alpha, omega, these are the people that have better lives financially and spiritually, you know? You know, it's like I say before you today, I have come here and I have been shown no respect. I've earned you money, I've made you rich, and I asked for little. Good. But if you will not give, I will take. Can you blame a man for thinking that way? Because at the end of the day, you know, life is fair as much as it is unfair. Lions get killed. Lions go without their food. Sharks go without their seal. An elephant goes without its little baby elephant at the hands of predators. But there's also great things that happen. But if you want great things to happen in your goddamn life, you need to set out and control your life. You need to set out to make an effort to in any situation you get in, that you are the beneficiary. You are the one that is benefiting from the situation. I don't care who you're dealing with. Even if you're dealing with your teacher, your boss, a gangster down the street, anybody. Okay, your bank, you set out to make sure your life is on your terms, is being played on your rules. Like I've always said, if you come to me, you playing by my rules, bitch. And that's in life, period. And people will respect that. People don't respect a beggar. People don't respect a complainer. People don't respect a mourner. We all have messed up things that go on in our lives. But certain women and men, when the bullshit comes their way, they just use that bullshit as fertilizer to make their lives better, to make their lives more fertile, to make their lives more promising. Let me tell you something, baby doll. Life is not going to come easy. You're going to have to take what you want. You're going to have to make an effort to dictate to life itself what you want. You're going to have to make sure that you get what you want out of your life. You ignore all of those other people. Ignore what they're saying, because they don't exist. They don't exist. Your world and your life is your rules. So you play by them. Are there cons to being a defiant person, to saying, I'm going to do whatever I want? Of course. But guess what? The pros is much more promising, and once you get the pros, they far outweigh the cons. You understand? When you play life by your rules, you will get more success than playing it by somebody else's. And when you play it by somebody else's, yeah, everybody's friendly with you. But when you play it by yours, then all of a sudden you see that what matters more in life is your success. Okay? I don't give a damn about if they smiling at me or not. I don't give a damn if they like me or not. Because at the end of the day, it's my pros. It's my pros versus my own cons. Okay? And I'm making sure that I get more out of my pros and cons, be they pros, than be they cons. You understand? Every warrior. And let me say this real quick. A lot of people say, oh, this motherfucker desperate. They may say, that's desperate. This person's desperate. You don't understand. Many conquerors, many great men have at one point in time been desperate, have been hungry. Because when you're desperate and you're hungry, it will help you overcome your fear real quick. Real quick. So embrace that desperation. Desperado, my friend, you be. Embrace that hunger. You know what I mean? Live life on your terms. You dictate your life. You don't allow life to dictate you and your life. You control your life.